In the heart of a storm, where winds howl and lightning cracks the sky, one creature does not seek shelter. It spreads its wings, embraces the chaos, and uses the tempest to soar higher. This is the story of a man who, like the eagle, found strength not in escaping the storm, but in flying through it. This is the story of François Pinault, the visionary who built a global luxury empire from nothing but sawdust and dreams. His journey began far from the glamorous runways of Paris and Milan. Born in 1936 in a small, rural village in Brittany, France, François was the son of a timber trader. School was a place of shame, where classmates mocked his poor background and country accent. At just 16, he dropped out, carrying the sting of humiliation, and went to work in his father's modest sawmill. For many, this would have been the end of the story, a life confined to the scent of pine and the hum of a saw. But in the heart of this young man, a different fire was burning. He saw more than just wood. He saw opportunity. The world saw a high school dropout. He saw a future titan. This was his first storm. While others his age were finishing their studies, François was learning the tough lessons of business firsthand. He served in the military during the Algerian War, an experience that forged in him a resilience and a discipline that would define his life. Returning home, he borrowed money from his family and a bank to start his first company. It wasn't Gucci or St. Laurent. It was a small timber trading business. He was relentless, working day and night, learning every facet of the industry. He had a unique vision. While others saw timber as just a raw material, Pinault saw it as a commodity to be traded, like stocks or gold. He understood the cycles of the market, buying struggling timber companies for pennies on the dollar, turning them around, and building his first fortune. He was a master of the deal, a predator in the world of business, always seeing value where others saw only failure. This marked the beginning of his rise. The young man from the countryside was no longer just surviving, he was starting to build an empire. By the 1990s, Pinault had become a dominant force in French retail, but his ambitions soared higher. He shocked the world by shifting his focus from retail and timber to the one thing that seemed worlds away from his humble beginnings, luxury. It was a gamble of epic proportions. He saw that the world was changing, that desire and brand were becoming the new currencies of power. He went head-to-head with his great rival, Bernard Arnault of LVMH, in what became known as the Handbag Wars. In a legendary battle, Pinault secured a controlling stake in the Gucci group, which included iconic brands like Yves Saint Laurent. He wasn't just buying companies. He was acquiring legacies, artistry, and dreams. He understood that to lead a luxury brand, you couldn't just be a businessman. You had to be a guardian of creativity. He empowered designers like Tom Ford and Alexander McQueen, giving them the freedom to unleash their genius. Under his leadership, Gucci was transformed from a struggling family company into a global powerhouse, a symbol of modern desire and sophistication. His empire, Kering, now stands as one of the world's titans of luxury. From a boy mocked for his accent to a man who commands the attention of the world, François Pinault's life teaches us a profound lesson. Like the eagle in the storm, he never ran from adversity. He faced the ridicule, the financial risks, the intense competition, and used it all as wind beneath his wings. He shows us that our beginnings do not define our destiny. The doubts of others are not a reflection of our worth. True strength isn't about the absence of storms. It's about the courage to fly through them. Look at your own life. What are the storms you are facing right now? The doubts, the fears, the challenges that seem insurmountable. Remember the story of the boy from Brittany. Remember the eagle. You were not made to hide in the shadows. You were made to confront the wind, to rise on the updraft of adversity, and to soar to heights you never thought possible. No matter how dark the sky may seem, you were born to soar above it. Your storm is not your end. It is your beginning. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Until next time, keep believing in your power to rise.